So here we go again. We have EA trying to take a moral grandstand. EA, of all companies, trying to say that they're the arbiters of what is right and what is wrong. They are the ones that are going to ban people based off bigotry, based off hate, based off whatever kind of speech that they don't like. Well, EA is doing it again from their ivory tower, and they're deciding to start banning players from Apex Legends for simply saying, don't be gay. I mean, it is the simplest, most ridiculously simple version of an insult that I've ever seen since a Modern Warfare 2 Call of Duty lobby, even well before then. I mean, this has been being said for decades, and apparently now, according to EA, it's way too offensive, and they will ban you completely, not even just from one game. They're going to ban you from your entire EA account, regardless of how much money you have spent on them.
Consider loot boxes to be an ethical feature of your games. Kerry?
Well, first, we don't call them loot boxes. I think that was
whatever term you wish to apply to them. Do you consider them ethical?
So what we look at as surprise mechanics, but I think it's important to look at this. So if you go to a
Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, EA being the arbiters of justice, I think is hilarious, considering that EA has a very troubled past and a very troubled present for all that matters. You know, like they are the company that tried to inform people who were concerned over the gambling aspects of their loot boxes and how predatory they are in terms of monetization practices. And yet here they are, the moral grandstanding company that they are, trying to tell people, no, you can't say don't be gay. That's not allowed. That's hate speech. That's bigoted. But they're perfectly fine ripping people off. They're perfectly fine with being actual like scumbags in the way that they do predatory practices and essentially gambling mechanics. And they try to gaslight people and say, no. It's surprise mechanics. I don't know if you guys remember that, but an article here from 2019 going over an interview with the UK Parliament where EA literally called loot boxes surprise mechanics. That's the level of gaslighting this company tried to do. And that's the same company that's trying to tell you you're bad if you tell somebody don't be gay. So let's get into this article, guys, from Phantom Polls. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So it says Electronic Arts reportedly banned an Apex Legends player's entire EA account for telling another player to don't be gay. A screenshot from Apex Legends player was shared to X by X user Pirate Nation. It declared that the player's EA account was banned for telling another player don't be gay. EA explained, we consider this to be hateful conduct. It then declared you can no longer play EA games on this account. We have removed your payment details from our system, so you won't be able to get any more charges from us. So if you look at this screenshot here, I mean, this is plain as day, right? For the most part, it's plain as day. And if you look at it, it says, here's why. It says, while reviewing your account, we saw Apex Legends, the username, don't be gay. We consider this to be hateful conduct. You can no longer play EA games on this account. We have removed your payment details from our system, so you won't get any more charges from us. I mean, that is such a ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous thing for a company like EA to do. They know this. We know this. Even the shills know it. But at the end of the day, the shills are going to do what they always do. They're going to say, private company, it could do what it wants. You know what I mean? It's the biggest gaslight in the world to excuse what crappy behavior these mega corporations do on a daily basis. This is the reason why we have so many terrible monetization practices, because people support it and they try to tell you, well, if you don't like it, it's a private company, you don't got to support it. It's so insane, as if other companies are not going to adopt it after they see one private company get success over it. So anyway, their entire EA account got banned. And if you aren't aware, it's not just one game. It's not like the person was banned from Apex Legends. No, it's the entire freaking EA account. That means if they had any games that they had purchased prior, gone. If they had any subscriptions that they had purchased prior, gone. Everything is gone, all because of one game, one comment that they didn't find to be very nice. That's basically it. That's the level of policing that is happening here in Apex Legends and from EA. I would expect this from Ubisoft, to be honest with you, because Ubisoft, of all companies, are absolute trash, and I would expect them to do that. Anyway, keep in mind, guys, this is not the first time this has happened, right? This is not the first time EA has banned players for what could have also been described as trash talk, depending on the context. Back in November 23, the VanNet informed another Apex Legends player to shut the fuck up. He was banned for harassment. Bro, oh my God. Oh my God. You got angry over STFU. That's where we're at right now. You got angry over STFU, one of the oldest phrases in internet history, and you got mad over that to the point where you wanted to ban someone for harassment? Are you serious right now? And then it says player Jamtard in February of this year was banned for hateful conduct. He wrote, "Are you not watching over me?" What? Why would you get... Are you no watching over me? Why would you get banned over that? That's insane. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense. EA is an absolute cluster. In November 22, another player shared that he was banned for hateful conduct for writing "why teabagging." What? What? The guy is asking a question as to why he's getting teabagged. Why would you ban him? He's not the one doing the teabagging. Why would you ban him? That doesn't make any sense. This seems like an automated thing. This seems like EA has a ridiculously automated system that is definitely making people catch strays, if you catch my drift. Like, they are absolutely not banning the right people half the time, probably. And I don't think they care. I think they realize that people are going to play no matter what. They're going to try to find a way to play no matter what. They'll end up getting a brand new account if they're even able to make a brand new account. If it's not IP locked, they'll do whatever they can to try to get their games. So ultimately, I think they don't really care. But still, this is insane. The guy was asking, why are you teabagging? And you banned him for that. EA's strategy of banning players is a bold one, especially given the fact that the game is in a downward trend when it comes to active player base. According to SteamDB, the game hit an all-time peak current player count of 624,473 in February 2023, but has since seen its player count slowly evaporate since then. In the most recent 24-hour peak, it hit 140,537. Well, I mean, okay, let's be real. What I will say is that when it comes to your original all-time peak, sure, it is massively down, no doubt about it. But you can 100% monetize successfully a player base of 140,000 concurrent players. That means there is well over 200,000 people playing this game throughout the day, every single day. That is plenty to monetize. It's not like it's X-Defiant, right? It's not like the game is dying like X-Defiant. Nothing's happening to Apex Legends, and nothing is going to happen to Apex Legends. But what I will say is bad press like that will definitely start to chip away at your otherwise pretty solid player base. And little by little, you're going to start losing people for no other reason other than doing something stupid when you could have just avoided it in the first place. So EA banning these people, I think it's dumb. I think it's obvious that they're on a bit of a power trip. I also think it's obvious that people are going to shill for this. They're going to say, well, private company, blah, 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 whatever. But EA absolutely is overstepping here, and they've been overstepping for a while. And if we don't start to combat this overstep while we still can, you're not going to be able to combat it after a while. They're going to have complete control if they already don't have complete control, considering that we're talking about their digital platform. It's their own platform. If they don't want you using that platform, then you don't have to use the platform, and they can stop you from using it completely. And it's insane, especially if you've been giving them XYZ amount of money. Like, I know Savvy is out there threatening to freaking test this theory and see if she will really get banned for that. And mind you, she has thousands of hours into The Sims and hundreds of dollars into that game. So she's willing to risk it all just to see if EA would actually ban her for something so stupid. And unfortunately, I think she's going to fuck around and find out, most likely. So ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, this entire story was stupid. It really was. And when I read this, I couldn't believe it. And at the end of the day, I could believe it, right? It's like I couldn't and I could at the same time. And EA is just one of those moral grandstanding companies that I want to remind you. Surprise mechanics? Yeah, that's the kind of company that right now is banning people for saying the gay word. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I will greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.